Hey guys, it's your boy M.K.S here, back in another video. Hope you're well wherever you are. I need to mess up my intro there. Couldn't think of what to say. Anyway, maybe I should try a different intro sometime. But yeah, so in this video, I hope to cover sticking to the theme of Celtic, as I have been doing the last day or so, last couple of days. I hope to stick to just stick to the theme of Celtic, and how and why I think people of colour, P.O.C for short, or as an acronym, should support, in my opinion, Celtic. So I hope to cover some of my reasons why I think people of colour should support Celtic, and the reason why I think this is because, like, when I look at the rivals Rangers, I think historically a lot of their fans, I'm sure not all of them, but a lot of their fans, and I often say that, I don't want to tarnish them all with the same brush, but a lot of their fans have like recruited far right or extreme right or whatever you call them, like the B.A.M.N or the NF or whatever. They've recruited those sorts of people from Rangers, and they're like they're the kind of W.A.S.P, white Anglo-Saxon Protestant club. So I think that to me it makes sense that people of colour like myself, as a mixed race person, should support Celtic. Like, I think Black, Asian, mixed race, Native American, Latino, Hispanic, and even Jewish people possibly should support Celtic, in my opinion, or even non-WASPs generally, people who are not white Anglo-Saxon Protestant. And I think Rangers sort of stands for imperialism, like they support the military, monarchism, and things like that. So in my opinion, as I say, as a person of colour, that's one of the main reasons why I support Celtic, and I'd love for my fellow people of colour to support Celtic. So as ever, I'd love to hear what I'd love to hear what people of colour think generally. People like Black, Asian, mixed race, Native American, Latino, Hispanic, or even Jewish people think about this, or even non-WASPs, non-white Anglo-Saxon Protestants. And maybe tomorrow, all being well, I'll cover why I think non-white Anglo-Saxon Protestants should support Celtic, in my opinion, as well, which is another group I think should support Celtic. And I will say, I know in the not in the intro, but in a part of this video, I mentioned about how I don't want to tarnish all Rangers fans with the same brush, or say that they're all racist, or they all support white supremacy, or anything like that. But I think a big difficult question, thinking about my theme for yesterday, which was Catholics to be united to support Celtic, even though I'm not Catholic myself, as I mentioned that in those videos. I think a difficult question for all Rangers fans is that the club itself stood against Catholicism generally, and hated, or at least disliked, all Catholics. So I think a lot of their fans, I think even a moderate Rangers fan who says that you're tarnishing us all with the same brush, or that they don't hate Catholics, or that they're not the traditional Rangers supporters, but they just support the club, I think that's a big question that they would have to answer. Like, as a club, they didn't sign any Catholics on purpose. They had a policy of not signing Catholics, and they had a policy of they have a lot of racist, or religionists, if you like, songs against Catholics. So even though I'm not Catholic myself, and I think there's a lot of corrupted things about Catholicism, I should be careful not to mention too much perhaps, but I still think that hating is a really bad thing. So I do think Catholics, and even people of colour, and not even non-white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, people who are not either of those things, like, so people who are people of colour but might be Protestant, or people who are or people who are from other religions as well, I think should support Celtic, in my opinion, because I think Rangers sort of represents to me a white Anglo-Saxon Protestant connection. I think even some of their fans were even supporting of really neo-nationalistic sort of groups, arguably. I should be careful what I say, don't want to get too much trouble, but I will say again, I don't think all their fans are like that, but I do think they have a hardcore, or I do think they have at least a minority of fans, or quite a significant minority of fans, who are like that. So, as I say, in my opinion, people of colour and non-white Anglo-Saxon Protestants, as well as Catholics, should support Celtic, in my opinion. So, as ever, again, I'd love to hear what you think, and I am out. Peace and love.